Hi there my friends, this is Benjamin here from Singapore, and in this video I'm going to do some sharing in terms of what exactly does it take to be a successful affiliate marketer. Now before I move into the content proper, if you find some value in my video, don't forget to like, subscribe as well as turn on the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of my future content. Now if you look at the screen over here, I'm going to break down this particular video into three different sections. Okay, now first and foremost, but please take note that these opinions are derived from my personal experience and takeaways after being a full-time affiliate marketer for the past 2 years. So first and foremost, when it comes to mindset, mindset is pretty important when it comes to running an affiliate marketing business. Number one, you must be prepared for roller coaster rides. Now, running a business is not all the way smoothly. All right, it's not all the way smooth journey. You must be prepared that along the way, certain things will not go as per what you wish. All right, so be prepared for roller coaster rides and don't give up that easily. Number two, be prepared for nasty replies. Even though you might have the best intention to promote the most effective products that you believe will solve the pain points for your respective audience, however, not everybody will appreciate it. There could be a lot of various reasons that attribute to this. The most common ones that I realize is because some of this audience have already spent too much money on certain so-called gurus' teachings, and that is why they are not actually making any money. So when you actually start emailing them and they realize that you are just another so-called guru in their opinion, they will tend to reply certain nasty emails back to you. Alright, so just ignore these people. Next, be goal-orientated, not process-orientated. Now what I mean by that is when you achieve, or rather when you set certain goals for your affiliate marketing business, if you realize that this particular strategy or this particular technique is not actually deriving the kind of results that you desire after giving it certain time, then you will want to change the process, change the technique, but not the goal. Okay? Now last but not least, this is a very lonely business. If you ask most of the top affiliate marketers out there, I believe they will second my opinion. Yes, you can actually join a lot of communities of like-minded individuals, but however, end of the day, you must be prepared to be alone to face all these respective challenges. So this is the very important mindset that you need before even venturing into being a full-time affiliate marketer. Next, when it comes to goal setting and planning, number one, please be bold to set your goals. I have this particular quote that I like a lot. If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. Now, there's a certain acronym, all right, when it comes to actually doing goal setting planning, which is the SMART, SMART goal: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timeline. I would generally agree with most of these acronyms. All right, you have to be specific. Your goals have to be measurable. You have to be. It has to be achievable. You must have a timeline, and it must be something that is measurable. Okay, but however, one of the particular acronym which is achievable. Now, affiliate marketing business is a very interesting business, I would say. It is something that actually moves along like an exponential curve. All right. So at the very beginning, you might not see much returns, but once you break that particular inflection point, you will realize that your returns start coming in very fast and very huge. So it is not wise when you actually do your goal setting planning to set something that is too low. All right. Of course, naturally, it's not wise to set something that is too high as well. Like for example, I want to earn $1 million in 1 or 2 months. Okay. But for example, if whatever your goal setting planning is on a conservative basis, if let's say it's X amount, my suggestion for you is you might want to increase it to about 2x. All right, but given the same amount of time frame. Now, next, when it comes to goal setting and planning, you have to stick to a certain set of daily activities. You must know what you need to do every single day. Because being self-employed as a full-time affiliate marketer, bear in mind you are wearing the hat of an employer, but you still need to execute the activities like an employee. That's the only way to succeed as a self-employed. Because if you start wearing the hat of an employer and behave like an employer as well, generally the Toho is the one going to get things done. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Have a set of daily activities and stick to it. And most importantly, please be patient to wait for results. I've seen a lot of affiliate marketers fail because they're not patient enough to actually wait for the result. Now, when I mean patient enough, like for example, let me give you a very good example over here. Let's say email marketing. All right. I've been doing email marketing for the past couple of years, and I realized that in your email list, there will be people who choose not to purchase anything from you for a couple of months or even 3-4 months. But suddenly, when they start to purchase, it can actually reap you $1,000 of commissions. Now, there is a certain reason for that. It's because of the trust factor. If your email list do not trust you, no matter what you promote, they will not purchase. But with consistent communication with them, eventually when they start trusting you as a person of authority in this particular industry, they will like you, they trust you, and they will start to purchase whatever you recommend. All right? Now, next, when it comes to goal setting planning, please be prepared to invest money in the game if you want faster results. So what I mean by invest money, so naturally, most of you will be thinking that I'm talking about paid advertisements such as Facebook ads, Google ads, Bing ads. That's not just the case. In fact, during my past 2 years of experience, I personally have purchased a lot of courses or even coaching programs from mentors that I personally look up to. All right, and I realized that when I purchased these coaching programs or even courses from them, it actually shortcut a lot of my unnecessary, I would say unnecessary hiccups that I might face along the way without their guidance. So this actually, how should I put it? This actually helps me to save a lot of time and money wasted if I had ventured on my own. All right. However, I do understand that a lot of people are very concerned about when it comes to finding a mentor or a coach. There are two main reasons. One, some coaches are asking for ridiculous amount of money, like 15,000, 20,000. For me, I don't personally go for that kind of price point. Okay. However, I do know of some coaches who actually, manage to recruit students based on this kind of price points. But if I were the one to actually look for a mentor, I would want to find someone that really is someone that, number one, I look up to. Number two, I notice some of his videos, some of his trainings that he provides actually give me value. And number three, it must be something that I personally feel is reasonable in terms of the price point. Okay, because bearing in mind, I do understand that in this market, there's no such thing as free lunch. But of course, it cannot be something that is too out of my comfortable budget. All right. So that is also the reason why almost 80% of people who actually purchase courses are not satisfied. Okay, because most of the coaches out there, they do not actually give you the correct technique to make money. You might realize that after you implement whatever they have said, you are still not actually making a single dime online, because some of them actually touch on the surface, all right, touch on the surface of how exactly to make money online. And that is something that I personally dislike a lot. All right, so when I actually purchase any course, I want to make sure that when I actually execute whatever these course instructors teach me, I can start to reap money online. That is what I really want at the end of the day. All right, now, last but not least, stick to learning from one mentor who has already achieved what you want to achieve. Okay? Along this particular journey of affiliate marketing, you will meet up with different set of mentors, I would say. But everything is almost like a ladder steps. Okay? So you have to find the first mentor that will achieve whatever you set out to achieve first. Like for example, $5,000 per month. Subsequently, you might want to increase, to increase your appetite to look for $10,000 per month mentor, because the kind of strategies that you use when it comes to $5,000 or even $10,000 per month can be significantly different. All right. Now, next, we talk about strategies planning. So first and foremost, you must be prepared that you must always allocate a certain percentage of your sales as potential refunds. Two main common reasons whenever I see refunds. Number one, the product is not good. All right, it is not actually delivering whatever it promised in the sales page. Number two, there are certain group of people, I would say, this unique group of people who are habitual refunders. All right, I call them habitual refunders because They just want to purchase the program and how should I put it? Maybe they just want to squeeze out all the knowledge they can within that 30 days, 60 days, or even 90 days money back guarantee. And from there, they actually execute their refunds after they have absorbed all the knowledge. Now, there's nothing we can do to stop all these habitual refunders, okay? But there is a lot that we can do as affiliate marketers to reduce our percentage of refunds by choosing, which is my second point here, by choosing and be wise when selecting platforms and products to promote. Certain products, when you actually look into their sales history, you already can see a very high percentage of refund rate. In fact, sometimes it's even vendor specific. Certain vendors, whenever they launch their products, they have a certain, just to know why, most of their product launches will have a very high percentage of refunds. So it would be wiser that you do not promote these kind of products, okay? Because the numbers speak for itself. Now, next, when it comes to strategies planning, please remember to consistently grow your email list. Because end of the day, the money is in the responsive email list. And you must constantly segment your list. If you think that by purchasing leads, from solo ads, from paid advertisements, or whatever means it might be, if you think that email marketing is as simple as just keep on emailing all these leads every single day, trust me, you will be very disappointed because I personally went through it. Email marketing works provided you are targeting the right audience. And email marketing to me is like a funnel. You have a huge proportion of cold leads going into your autoresponder. And from there, you can monitor the behavior of these leads. Who are opening your leads? Who are clicking on the links within your emails? Who are opening your emails? Who are clicking the links in your respective emails? Now, generally, these are the ones who are relatively more responsive towards whatever you're emailing them. Even if they do not purchase anything at this point in time, these are the ones that you need to focus your attention on and not on those people who don't even bother to open your email. So this is one example of list segmentation. All right. Of course, there are a lot of different examples of this segmentation. Okay. Now, last but not least, when it comes to strategies planning, remember that this entire business is like a big funnel. Okay. You have to optimize every single step of your funnel, right from the beginning in terms of your traffic source, where exactly you get a traffic source from, how quality are these traffic sources, down to your funnels, which is generally our squeeze page, our bridge page. Are we optimizing every single step of them? Are we optimizing the squeeze page to maximize our conversion in terms of opt-in rate? Are we maximizing our bridge page in terms of conversion, in terms of people who actually land on the eventual sales offer page? All right. And as well as the email autoresponders, are we actually optimizing every single email that we send out? Are we doing our relevant A/B testing on all these emails? Okay, guys. So I know that this is something that most marketers do not actually talk about, but however, it is very, very crucial. And as the time of recording now in Singapore is 30th of December 2021. And I hope this particular video can be the best gift that I could give you for the new year in 2022. Because once you get your mindset right, your goal settings and your goal settings and planning right, as well as your strategies planning, generally you are already 50%, at least 50% towards achieving your success. Now, last but not least, I will leave a link somewhere below, whereby if you're interested to actually look for a coach to give you one-on-one attention, all right, not group attention, but one-on-one attention, you could actually book a 30-minute strategy call with myself, no obligation at all. And from there, we can see how exactly are you coping along your journey of affiliate marketing, and how could I actually help you to accelerate your success in 2022. All right. So like I said, non-obligation, you can actually book via the link that I provide somewhere below this video. And I'll see you again in my next recording. And take care. And by the way, Happy New Year for 2022. Take care.